Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Mucky Duck. Thanks for being here. We have some people in the house today. We have several people tuning in online. If you're watching online, I'd appreciate it if you could share the stream out. Get as big an audience as we can possibly get in here. I arrived slightly late this evening because the weather was so bad. It took me a long time to get down to Houston. So I'm a bit flustered. I'm not sure what I'm going to sing. If you have any requests, don't be afraid to send them in. And hey, Susan and Sophie. Happy birthday, Susan. And I'd love a glass of water. If anyone could bring me a glass of water, thank you. Actually, I'll start with this song that I wrote with Jamie Harris earlier this year. I was in Nashville in January. January was part of the good old days where you could go places and play music with people. Thankfully, the Mucky Duck is still allowing me to do that. But I was in Nashville in January with some friends on tour. I was with Andrew McGee and Ben Jones. And I met Jamie Harris, and we decided to meet up and write a song. And we wrote this song that's going to be on my album. It's coming out next year. Next year is coming in hot. It's called Losing Heart, and here's how it goes. Yeah, that'd be great, thanks. I'm covered in rain and sweat. It's a... thank you. So here it is. This is called Losing Heart, and I'm going to do a Jamie Harris song that's just a Jamie Harris song later on as well, because I'm a fan of Jamie Harris. And hey, Annie Ryan, good to have you here. I will be doing some Bruce for you. It ain't a mystery why she's got nothing to say to me. I've always been a loser, but I thought that I could keep her. I remember when we moved in, and every night I'd take you dancing, and now I just spin out of control. Blacked out and all alone, and it feels like my dreams are all dying in the rubble. I keep tripping up, I can't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard to make a winner of this losing heart. And it's so hard to let the light in. When the morning feels like dying. It's too late to be the one she can rely on. Can't break a promise to a lover who's gone. It feels like my dreams are all dying in the rubble, and I keep tripping up, I can't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard to make a winner of this losing heart. Well, this is not the way it was supposed to be. I still remember when you said you were in love with me. And I don't think I'll ever get that high again. Now I'm forgetting how it feels to win. 'Cause my dreams are dying in the rubble. I keep tripping up, won't get very far. I know there's a dozen ways of staying out of trouble. I'm just finding it hard. Will I always be looking for the answers? Can we ever change who we are? If I could just stop staring at my feet through the bottle and pick my head off the bar, I'd make a winner of this losing heart. Thank you. Like I said, I wrote that with Jamie Harris, and it's actually a duet. I'm lucky to have Jamie singing on that song, which is coming out later next year. I had a busy week. I hope you all had a good Christmas. I went glamping in the hill country with my girlfriend, which was pretty cool. I'd never been glamping before. And I played a lot of guitar and tried to learn some songs, and so I'm going to sing some songs that I never sang before tonight. I actually did a podcast with my cousin Joe. My cousin Joe is a writer and an actor and a director, and he loves movies, and he's on the hunt for the best movie of all time, and so he started a podcast. Titanic? I'll say neither of those will be the best of all time, but he's interviewing his friends who are avid movie fans like myself, and we're each getting 3 years. So I got, I think, 2002 to 2005 to talk about the best movie winners from the Oscars in those years, and pick my favorite. And he asked if I would learn my favorite Oscar song. And I actually didn't realize this was an Oscar-winning song, but I looked at like a list of Oscar-winning songs, and this one popped up, and I realized it's my favorite Oscar-winning song. It's from Bruce Springsteen. So Annie Ryan, who was requesting some Bruce, this one's for you. But the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks is such an amazing movie, and this song is equally amazing. And this is my first time trying it, so we'll see how it goes. A little bit more of this in the house, one, please. I was bruised and battered, I couldn't tell what I felt. I was unrecognizable to myself. I saw my reflection in a window. I didn't know my own face. Oh, brother, you gonna leave me wasting away on the streets of Philadelphia? Na 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 na. I walked the avenue till my legs felt like stone. I heard the voices of friends vanished and gone. At night I could hear the blood in my veins. It was just as black and whispering as the rain on the streets of Philadelphia. na 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 Ain't no angel gonna greet me. It's just you and I, my friend. And my clothes don't fit me no more. I'd walked the 1,000 miles just to slip this skin. The night is falling and I'm lying awake, and I can feel myself fading away. So receive me, brother, with your faithless kiss, or we'll leave each other alone like this on the streets of Philadelphia. Na 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 na, the streets of Philadelphia. Na 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 na, streets of Philadelphia. Na 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 na. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers, Ted. Got a tuner. Things are going to sound a whole lot better from here on in. Okay, who's on the stream? Hi, Morris. Morris and Susan are watching in from South Carolina. Thanks for joining me. There's Dan Jason and Brendan Hennessy. Amber Gray, good to see you, Amber, and she's looking for capsize, which I will happily do for you. Brendan Hennessy says, I'm on tomorrow at New Year's Eve on Ben FM, which is true. So tune in to Ben FM tomorrow at 9 p.m. But also tomorrow, I'm doing a special stream from here with Ula, who are my friends who play Irish music with me, and we play, when things are normal, we play every Sunday in the Saxon pub in Ireland, and it's, not in Ireland, in Austin, and it's become my favourite, same thing. I love the Saxon pub too, and I really miss our Sunday night residency, but we've kept it going online, and tomorrow we're going to be streaming from here at 4:30 till 6:30, and we're going to ring in the new year in Ireland, because it's going to be New Year at that time back home. So make sure you come back here tomorrow or tune in online. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing all Irish folk songs. And that's with Rich Brotherton and Andrew McGee and Chris Wade. But for now, here's my song. Mary Jo was looking for this, and so was Amber. And this is another one from my upcoming album. It's called Capsize. And it's a song about learning to be happy with what you have. Hey, Steve Gallion and Kent Scarborough, this is so great to have you here. Teresa Hartman. It's midday sun, it's let's just get away. It's a midweek holiday. It's a case of wine, name your place and time. It's not stability, it's not security. I don't have money, no place, no plan, but it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. I'm easy, I'm slow, I can be lazy, I know, but I'm right where I wanna be. So spare me the third degree. I'm the ripple in your drink, I'm a smile that's out of sync, I'm the rainbow at your funeral. I speak in Roman numerals, I'm almost inconsumable. My parachute's on fire, but it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. Ah, but you know, like I know, I'm the bottom of the pyramid. I'm socially inhibited, I'm headstrong, but it's a heavy load, and the wolves are at the door. But it's better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all. So much better than a smooth ride, better than waiting for low tide, better than watching from ringside, better than taking the fall, better than missing every sunrise, trying not to capsize. It's better than a compromise, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all, better than nothing at all. Thank you. Thanks so much. Great to see a lot of people from home tuning in. My uncle Martin is here. Aisling Donoghue is here. John Paul Donoghue. PJ Kennedy from Greg Namana. Thanks for coming on the stream, and thanks for sharing it, everyone. This is my last stream of the year from my Wednesday night residency at the Duck. So thank you all for supporting me all year. It's really been a great silver lining to this whole bleep storm of a year. I have another song that I wanted to try that I've never done. I do a festival for the last 2 years. I've gotten to be part of the 30A festival in Florida, which is a really cool festival for singer-songwriters all over the States. And this year I got to see John Prine there, and Don McLean, and Brian Wilson, and Brandy Carlisle. They have like really big names, but also they have some smaller fish like myself. And it's cool because you get, most of the gigs are song swaps, so it's you and another artist that you maybe have never met before. And I didn't know any of the people I was going to be sharing the stage with, and the very first guy I got to share the stage with was a man called Chuck Cannon. And I didn't know anything about Chuck Cannon, But when I met him, he was the nicest and coolest man I'd ever met. And I later found out that he wrote a huge hit for Boyzone, who are a huge boy band. They're like the Backstreet Boys of Ireland. And he's had some huge hits. He's been very successful. And I became good friends with him. At the gig I had with him, we had a huge crowd because he's a very respected songwriter here. And I was very lucky to ride on his coattails and made some new fans for that show. But later on I hung out with Chuck and I spent a week with him in his house in Nashville and talked about songs, and I learned a lot from him. But this is a song of his that he wrote with Sean Mullins. And I just thought it was a great song, and so I pulled up the lyrics here and I'm going to see if I'm able to sing it. It's called The Great Unknown, and I think it's for people who do the kind of work that me and him do, where you spend a lot of time in dark rooms and dirty bars. It kind of paints that picture really well. Guitar on my trusty green. Let me make sure I'm in the right key for this. It's Friday night and I'm back again with my old guitar and my trusty grin. And I best you don't come in here sign tattooed on this heart of mine. And from a dirty brown shag carpet stage I sing my song and I pace the cage, stuck up here in the twilight zone, staring out into the great unknown. There's an old Hank Williams figurine hanging by a guitar string from the cold pool chain of the ribbon sign, with a clock that stopped on 9:30. Yeah, the time ain't changed around here in years. The same sad stories, the same old tears. Ain't nobody wants to be alone out here in the great unknown. You can find a stool there at the bar. It's designed to take you nowhere far. They got a mirror back there behind the whiskey shelves, where we don't dare look back at ourselves. Just past the men's room down the hall, barely hanging there on the plaster wall. A faded sticker on the old payphone says, "Welcome here to the great unknown." It's out beyond the understar. It's all up in there where you are. By some cosmic wind we're blown out into the great unknown. Hopes and dreams and ash and dust, It all seems to either rot or rust. Souls wrapped up in flesh and bone, heartbeats in the great unknown. It's Friday night and I'm back again. Thank you. That really is a great song. It's hard to get into it when you're just reading the lyrics, so I'll have to give it a few more tries. But I think I mentioned a few times I'm going to be doing a podcast in January where I'm going to cover some Friends songs and talk to them about where the songs came from, and I reckon I'll give that one a go. I'll give it a few more tries and record it because I really love it. And I did that song of me and Jamie Harris's earlier, so I'm gonna do one of her songs called it's called Hurts As Good As It Feels. I tried it here before as well for the first time, and I think I have a better handle on it now, so I don't think this snark tuner is working, Ted, or else there's like a sticker on it or something. Maybe I'm just not seeing a light. I'll be fine for this one anyway. Is it working?
Yeah, there's a button at the bottom.
Thank you. I don't see anything. I think I'm in tune. Anyway, this one's from Jamie Harris. You don't care that I smoke too much. I don't care that you're not enough. You don't care I'm not what you want. And I don't care that you're not in love. But you keep coming over, and I keep going under. With the moon half full and the sun on its heels, and I can't say no, leave you out in the cold, with our hearts half in and we're loving to kill. It only hurts as good as it feels. I don't care that you disappear, and you don't care that I hate it here. I don't care, but I do fear that you don't care for me, my dear. But you keep coming over, and I keep going under. With the moon half full and the sun on its heels, and I can't say no, leave you out in the cold, with our hearts half in and we're loving to kill. It only hurts as good as it feels. can't quit you. Oh, I'd like to. Only you know my kind of lonely. I should run far, hop in an old car, go and find someone who wants me. But you keep coming over, and I keep going under, with the moon half full and the sun on its heels. And I can't say no, leave you out in the cold, with our hearts half in it, we're loving to kill. It only hurts as good as it feels. Thank you. It's just constantly lit up, I think, you know. Thanks, Ted. Okay. As I mentioned at the start, it's Susan Lundgren's birthday. Big happy birthday to you, Susan. And I know you like this song, but I never sing it. When I moved here first, I wrote my first ever batch of songs. Susan and Ted kindly let me use their lake house up in the hill country. And I lived there for a month and wrote my first ever batch of songs, and this was one of them. And it was on my last album, Rituals. And I honestly haven't sang it in ages, so hopefully I remember the lyrics. But I think it's a relatable song. It's called It Used to Be Love. And hey, John Harris, good to see you here.
There was a sticker on it, sorry.
I thought there was something like that. Can't you tell, or is it just me, that this is not what it used to be? I thank the stars when they brought me to you. Now I'm at war with the both sides of you. You used to challenge my whole worldview. All my falsehoods became my truths. And the way you laughed set my heart on fire. Now we're just balancing on a wire. But it used to be love. It used to be love. It used to be love. Yeah, it used to be love. It used to be love. It used to be love. And it's like a constant apology. 'Cause right or wrong, you'll put it all on me. When you know you've got yourself to blame. Now all we've got here are numbered days. But it used to be love. 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 Well, it used to be love. Oh, it used to be loved. And can't you tell by my bitter tone? I think we're much better off alone. But the toys that we shared back then play on my mind time and time again. 'Cause it used to be love. 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 Thank you. We got it. Thanks, Ted. Yeah, because it was just that all the time, wasn't it? Thank you. Ted Lundgren, my manager, everyone. No job too big or small. So happy birthday, Susan. My friend Dan Jason tunes in every week. And it's so great to have you here all the time, Dan. And you asked for this song the last few times. And I didn't get to it, so I'm going to do it for you now. It's from John Fulbright out of Oklahoma. And I'm a huge John Fulbright fan, so... This is for you, Dan, if you're watching. 6 long days, 7th day he rested, said there's one sure way humans can be bested. Give 'em wine and song, fire and lust. When it all goes wrong, you'll be the one they trust. And now you're all mine together, all my doubting children locked away forever. I'm God above, Lord God Almighty, Mama. Well, that's not all. I've got me a flame and it's a swinger's ball. If you don't know my name, or you think it's hot down there in July, well, I've got the means in the kitchen to fry. And now you're all mine together. You can sing my name, sing my praise forever. I'm God above, Lord God Almighty, Mama. You made the heaven and earth, I made the stars above. Is it too much to ask for a little love? And so I'll tip my hat to all your creations. You can fly like birds, destroy entire nations. You can curse my name with your last breath. If all I brought to your life was death, and now you're all mine together, all my doubting children locked away forever. I'm God above, Lord God Almighty, Mama. Thank you. This is another song of mine that I haven't sang much recently. It's a relatively new one. called Kerosene. She struggles with anxiety. She's a product of society. Talks about it all in her poetry. Poetry's her lifeblood, but it's always so misunderstood. People say it's bad, she knows it's good. She knows that it's good. But Harry's got a new dream. Says he's gonna make it on the big screen. If he's a movie star, then I'm the queen. He's always on the back foot. He listens to the whispers in the neighborhood. When people say he can't, he knows he could. He knows that he could. So throw away another journal. Don't stray outside the circle. Who do you think you are? Get your head out the stars. You're staring at another ceiling, crippled by another feeling. Weep it away. Night turns to day. Find your something to say. You didn't act like we told you. Didn't love who you're supposed to. Someday the devil's gonna get you. There's no time for laughter. There's no time for happy ever after. When people wanna own you, people wanna own you. And here comes the cavalry in waves of depravity, coming for you, turning the screw to sniff out the blasphemy. Broken scales of morality, draw a line in the sand. Get up and make a stand. Take your place with the damned. You still got the big dream. You still think you'll make it on the silver screen. Well, smother that all in kerosene. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mentioned earlier, don't forget to tune in tomorrow because we're doing an Irish New Year's party from 4:30 to 6:30 Central Time, which is 10:30 to after midnight at home, and we'll ring in the new year together. And next week, I'm going to have Miles Zuniga, who's a good friend of mine, and he's also a member of Fastball. And Miles is a Grammy-nominated songwriter. He's one of my favorite songwriters in Austin, and I'm lucky to call him a friend, and so I'm really excited for next week. So if you're not doing that next Wednesday, make sure you tune in or come down to the Mucky Duck if you want to be here in person. Morris is there, and he's looking for Hills of Caledmond. Hello, Morris, and yeah, happy to do that for you. It's times like this I really miss Ireland. I haven't been home in over a year, and Christmas time can be hard when you're away from friends and family, so thought a lot about home, and this is a song that I wrote as a love letter to my home place in the southeast of Ireland. And I know Morris likes this one, and hopefully you can come to Boris and have a pint of Guinness with me in Joyce's pub someday, Morris. And this is Hills of Caledmond. Drink from the cool red river, tie back your hair. Jump up from behind the tall grass, give me a scare. Always on my mind, pictures from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Caledmond. Do you remember when we built that little tree house without hammers or nails? And as soon as the heavens opened, the little treehouse failed. Always on my mind, memories from the mountainside, rolling through the hills of Caledmond. It took me a while, but now I can see that the people around made a difference in me. You gave me life, you watched me grow, and you taught me the things I needed to know. Now I'm sailing away, away to be free. But the place where I'm from still lives within me. I just needed some time to be by myself, to stop following dreams meant for somebody else. And when this hard life starts to take its toll, then I know the place where I wanna grow. When I find the one to have and to hold, when I'm settling down, I wanna go home. To the hills of Caledmond. Thank you. I'm going to do one of my favorite John Prine songs for you. Some John Prine fans in the house? Who isn't? Thank you. Well, this is one of my favorite songs ever. And it baffles me that this was on John Prine's first album. I can't remember what age I think he was 21, was he, when he released his first album, or 22? So he could have wrote this when he was a teenager, and it is so compassionate and so insightful and beautiful, and here's how it goes. We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta liked living there. Well, it had been years since the kids had grown a life of their own, left us alone. John and Linda lived in Omaha, and Joe is somewhere on the road. And we lost Davy in the Korean War. I still don't know what for. Don't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. Me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares out the back door screen, and all the news, it just repeats itself like some forgotten dream that we've both seen. Someday I'll go and call up Rudy. We worked together at the factory. What could I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, what's with you? Nothing much to do. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there, hello. So if you're walking down the street sometime and spot some hollow ancient eyes, don't just pass them by and stare as if you don't care. Say hello in there, hello. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And at the start of the stream, I remember now that Dan Jason asked for this song that I always thought was a John Prine song. And I've since learned it's a Blaze Foley song. And it's become one of my favourite songs. I only recently discovered the music of Blaze Foley. And I really love it. I think John Prine covered this and famously said in the Moody Theatre that it sounded like a John Prine song, and so that's why he covered it. I'm going down to the Greyhound station. I'm gonna get a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride until the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat. Try to hide my sorrow from the people I meet and get along with it all. Go down where people say y'all. Sing a song with a friend. Change the shape that I'm in. And get back in the game and start playing again. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go and start over again. I might go back down to Texas. I might go to some place that I've never been. Get up in the morning and go out at night, and I won't have to go home. Get used to being alone. Change the words to this song and start singing again. I'm tired of running around looking for answers to questions that I already know. I could build me a castle of memories just to have some place to go. Count the days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. Feed the pigeons some clay. Turn the night into day. Start talking again when I know what to say. I'm going down to the Greyhound station. I'm gonna get a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride until the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Feed the pigeons some clay. Turn the night into day. And start talking again when I know what to say. Thank you so much. I might try another song that I've never tried before, which is a dangerous game, I realise, because I don't have... I gig once a week, which is strange. It's not strange, but it's strange to sing for pretty much the same group of people every week. Online. There's the same 30 or 40 people, which is amazing that they keep coming back, but I try and not sing the exact same songs all the time because I don't know how many times people want to hear that. I want to mix it up, and so I don't have much time to learn new songs, so I'm just going to try this one and see how it goes, and if it goes bad, don't hold it against me. I'm doing this for you. It's a Radiohead song. So it really could be a disaster. Luckily it's not being recorded or anything. Could I get some more in the house again, Juan, for this one? A heart that's full up like a landfill. A job that slowly kills you, and bruises that won't heal. You look so tired and unhappy. Bring down the government. They don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life, a handshake of carbon monoxide, with no alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. Silent. Silent. This is my final fit, my final bellyache, with no alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. Such a pretty house in such a pretty garden. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises. No alarms and no surprises, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any requests for next week's impromptu cover, send them in now. More Radiohead. I could try another Radiohead one.
Yeah, let's do it.
No. I did it when I was 16. I haven't done it since then, but more Radiohead next week, I promise. I'm gonna do another one of my songs. This is another song that was one of those first batch of songs. And when I was living in that lake house, not far away, there was a mass shooting that happened in a First Baptist church. And 26 people were killed, and I wrote this song. Frank has a secret, and he's too scared to keep it. And the voice getting louder is counting the hours. Don't take my toys away, we'll all have a price to pay. When this is over, you'll know when it's over. Caitlin is curious, and sometimes she's furious, and she likes the smell and sound of that new toy she found. And it's not that she's evil, or even that she thinks more than the average 8-year-old. She just wants a toy to hold. Marcus and Steven, they need to get even. They're sick of the laughter, but the silence comes after. And they take their toys to school, to the kids in the locker rooms, and then they'll be famous for something so heinous. Just can't match the hatred. It isn't the first time, and it won't be the last time that freedom will leave us to pick up the pieces. Illness and anger, we didn't know better. Manic behaviors, just don't blame the toy makers. Thank you. Right, I feel like I should do something happy now. Well said. Okay, something sadder. Ted, did you mutter a request there before I started that last one? I thought I saw. Feeling indigo. Yes. Hello to my mom and dad watching in again. Oh, there's Crystal Bowersox again. For those of you who don't know Crystal Bowersox, she's incredible. Go check her out. And I'm lucky to have her singing harmonies on my album that's coming out next year. So thanks for tuning in, Crystal. Good to see you. Hopefully you can drive down here tomorrow for the Irish session we're going to have in the Mucky Duck for New Year's Eve. Learn some Irish ballads on the way. This one's for Ted. This is Feeling Indigo. I wrote this with Ben Jones. There's a smell here in the kitchen. There's stains on all the walls. The dirty dishes keep getting taller and taller, and I'm rejecting all my calls. Reasons to be grateful, reasons to believe. These lists keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and I'm forgetting how to breathe. But nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations. You're staring at a fork in the road, filled with indecision, feeding superstitions till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. For so long now I've been losing, 'cause I didn't know the game. Lately I've been studying up in the rule book, and so far all the outcomes stay the same. And I was daydreaming on the freeway, and this preacher was selling it well. He said, God save those who live in comfort, while all the sinners sink into hell. And nothing's gonna happen when you're saving all your rations, staring at a fork in the road, filled with indecision, feeding superstitions till your head explodes. You're feeling indigo. You're feeling indigo. And I don't wanna walk away. I'm just needing something true. When everything around is gray, but I'm not really feeling blue. I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo. I'm feeling indigo. Thank you. I'm a fan of the band Wolfpack. And Theo Katzman from Wolfpack has a really great country album, I suppose you'd call it, called Heartbreak Hits. And I've been doing this song from that album for a while. I think it's a really great song. It's called, what's it called? When I sing it, I'll know it. Good to Be Alone. I think this is a great song. Looking out my rearview mirror, the miles behind don't disappear like they used to when I was with you. However hard I hit the gas, the engine don't run half as fast as it once did when we were just kids. All of the good old days are gone, but this life keeps rolling on and on.
It's good to be alone. No one to call you on the phone. After a month out on the road, yeah. No one to tell you welcome home. No one to scratch you down your back. No one to cut you any slack, no. You learn to scratch it on your own, yeah. It's good to be alone. The evening stars don't shine so bright, and we don't make love through the night like we once did. Yeah, those stars have faded. And however hard I hit the gas, the engine don't run half as fast as it used to when I was with you. All of the good old days are gone, but this life keeps rolling on and on. Yeah, it's good to be alone. No one to call you on the phone. After a month out on the road, yeah. No one to tell you welcome home. No one to scratch you down your back. No one to cut you any slack, no. You've gotta scratch it on your own, yeah. It's good to be alone. Oh, 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 scratch it on your own. It's good to be alone.
Thank you. What time is it? I know there's a band starting at 7 o'clock. I can't remember who's playing after me. 7:30, okay. So I got another 10 or 15 minutes left in me. Thanks again for being here, everyone. Thanks for sharing out the stream, and thanks to the people who made it out here physically. If you have a request, shout it up, because I don't know what's happening here. Except Johnny Cash. Sorry? The Sons of Gary Owen. Is it Sean South of Gary Owen you're thinking of? I forgot my piccolo, I'm afraid. But would you like an Irish song? Okay, let me think about what Irish song I should do. Okay. It was on one bright March morning when I bid New Orleans adieu, and I rode the road to Jackson Town, me fortune to renew. I cursed all foreign money, no credit could I gain, which filled my heart with longing for
the lakes of Pontchartrain. Well, I stepped on board of a railroad car beneath the morning sun, and I rode the roads till evening, then I laid me down again. All strangers here, no friends to me, till a dark girl towards me came, and I fell in love with a Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Well, she took me to her mammy's house, and she treated me right well. And the hair upon her shoulders in jet black ringlets fell, to try and paint her beauty, I'm sure it would be in vain. So handsome was me Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. So I asked her, would she marry me? She said that could never be, for she had got another, and he was far out at sea. She said that she would wait for him, and true she would remain until he returned to his Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. So fare thee well, me Creole girl, I'll never see no more. But I'll ne'er forget your kindness, nor the cottage by the shore, and at each social gathering a flowing glass I'll raise, and I'll drink a health to me Creole girl by the banks of Pontchartrain. Yes, I'll drink a health to me Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain.
Thank you. Crystal asks if I know Into the Mystic, and I do know Into the Mystic. And it's going to be a stripped down version of Into the Mystic that's not going to last very long, but I'm going to do it for you anyway. And also, Erin Wiley is tuned in, who I think is John Wiley's wife. Am I right, Erin? Let me know. And if it is, you're looking for some more Bruce, so I'll do another Bruce one for you. But here's Into the Mystic.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. and the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. I can now hear the sailors cry, touch the sea and feel the sky. Watch your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna feel it, and I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, but just like way back in the days of old, and together we will fold into the mystic. Let's hear your piccolos down the back. When that foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. Yeah, when that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna feel it, and I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, but just like way back in the days of old, and magnificently we will fold into the mystic. And it's too late to stop now. Thanks for that request, Crystal. Hope that was okay. I love Van Morrison's my favorite singer ever. So thanks for that one. I need to learn some more Van Morrison. And for Aaron and John Wiley up in Virginia, new friends of mine, thanks for tuning in. And I know they're huge Springsteen fans. And this is one that I've recently come to adore. I was in Ocean City for Thanksgiving with Samantha and her family, right next to Atlantic City, and this is just such a well-written song, and it perfectly sums up the place and the culture and the dirty deeds of the time, and it's one of my favorite Springsteen songs, so let's see how it goes. Remember what key I do. Chicken man in Philly last. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more after this, so thanks again for hanging out. Well, they blew up the chicken man in Philly last night, and they blew up his house too. Out on the boardwalk, they're getting ready for a fight. Gonna see what them racket boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state, and the DA can't get no relief. Gonna be a rumble out on the promenade, and the gambling commission's hanging on by the skin of its teeth. And baby, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Or maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair real pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, I got me a job and I tried to put my money away, but I've got debts that no honest man can pay. So I drew what I had from the Central Trust, and I bought us 2 tickets on that Coast City bus. And baby, everything dies, and that's a fact. Well, maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Now, luck may have died and love may be cold, but with you forever I'll stay. We're going out where the sand's turning to gold now. Put on your stockings, 'cause the night's getting cold, and baby, everything dies. Well, that's a fact. But maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Now I've been looking for a job, but it's hard to find. Down here it's just winners and losers, and don't get caught on the wrong side of that line. Well, I'm tired of coming out on the losing end. So tonight I met a guy, and I'm gonna do a little favor for him. Well, I guess everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Or maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty, and meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Oh, meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City.
Thank you. Okay, well, thanks again, everyone. Really appreciate you listening to me. I'm going to be here every Wednesday if you want to tune back in. And I'll be here tomorrow with Ula, which I'm really excited about. We're going to be doing Irish songs, ringing in the Irish New Year at midnight Irish time, which is 4:30 to 6:30 here in the States. And next week I'll be back with Miles Zuniga of Fastball, and we'll be swapping songs. So I'll leave you with one of mine. I'm trying to think what I should do. There you go. Haven't done that in a while. Thank you, Susan. And happy birthday to you again. If Crystal is still watching, happy birthday. Crystal is still watching. Thank you for hanging out, Crystal. What a honor to have you here. This is the song, one of the songs that Crystal's doing backing vocals on. It came out really nice, and it's the title track of the album. It's called Into the Light. And here's how it goes.
met you, I was cynical. Sleeping late, feeling miserable, stuck in a loop. Easy decisions feeling difficult. You know that I was really suffering. Looking down, thinking everything I did was for nothing. Friends thought I was so insufferable. I blame it all on myself. I took the easy way out. I never made any changes, tried to figure it out. What if everything's wrong? What if you're only right? You took me out of the dark and led me into the light. Hey! I read this story in a magazine. Things lose their magic after 16 years on the planet. I wrote a letter to the editor. Cause since I found you, things been going right. It's easier to sleep at night. I've always got you by my side, no matter the weather. I blame it all on myself. I took the easy way out. I never made any changes, tried to figure it out. What if everything's wrong? What if you're only right? You took me out of the dark and led me into the light. I know myself, I took the easy way out. I never made any changes, tried to figure it out. What if everything's wrong? What if you're only right? You took me out of the dark and led me into the light. Hey, you led me into the light. You led me into the light. You led me into the light. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to support the Mucky Duck in any way you can. Make sure you head to the website, buy some merchandise, buy a meal for a frontline worker. Let's help get the Mucky Duck through all these hard times, because we need them now more than ever, and they're fantastic. So thank you to them for having me and for keeping the show on the road.